Hello everyone, welcome to EduTerrain and a warm good afternoon to you all. So before starting the session, I wish you all a very happy Sri Ram Navami. Hope you all get whatever that you have wished for today. Okay, so with this auspicious starting, let's start today's session. That is, we are going to see Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is a scheme that we are going to see today, which is one of the flagship schemes of the government of India. Okay, and where do this particular scheme would be applicable? It would be applicable as part of your regular current affairs under the government's scheme section for phase 1, as well as this would be important as part of your ESA current affairs, under which health is one of the most important social sector pillar, under which again under the government scheme section phase 1 and phase 2 it would be important. Along with that, under the health initiatives or the health sector, okay, this scheme would be important. And these are my credentials. Now I have completed 6 years in teaching the students who are preparing for the examinations, that is banking job examinations, especially the regulatory bodies related. Okay, rest everything is available here, you can go through it later as well. Now Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Why we are looking into this scheme now, when this scheme has been launched long back? So the context of this scheme, very recently government of India has released some statistics associated with this particular scheme, that is Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. That is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Ministry under the government of India is the one that has released these statistics that include, actually they had released, why? Because more than 30 crores of Ayushman Bharat, this Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya cards, that is Ayushman cards, were created because the beneficiaries, they have to get their Ayushman cards. It contains all the details of them that will help them to avail all those benefits under this particular scheme. So 30 crores, it's a huge achievement that has happened, because of which it was all over the news. But मैंने क्या किया है, rather than that old data, I have taken data as on 16th April 2024, that is of yesterday only. Okay, now the overall Ayushman cards that have been created under this scheme is 34 crores, as you can see here. Okay, and the hospitals which are empaneled under this scheme that provides free treatment, that is secondary and tertiary treatment to the beneficiaries of this scheme, they include 17,251 public hospitals, that is government hospitals, and 12,824 private hospitals. And authorized hospital admissions overall till now, it has been very high, 6 crores 50 lakhs 59,465. These kind of figures, they might not be important, but this would be very, very important. Okay, now along with that, जो statistics ministry ने release किया था, from that one important point they wanted to highlight, that is gender equality or the women empowerment. Here whatever the cards that have been released till day also, it's on the same lines. 49%, approximately 49% of the total Ayushman cards created and 48% of the total authorized hospital admissions that include of women only. So that is almost 50%, it is half and half. Okay, and approximately 14.6 crore Ayushman cards have been created for females, that is of the 34 crores. More than close to 15 crore Ayushman cards as are prepared or are created for women only. Now when this has been seen, you must be wondering कौन सा ऐसा स्टेट है जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा हाईएस्ट आयुष्मान कार्ड्स रिलीज है या एम्पैनल्ड हॉस्पिटल्स है. Now this is the top 10 states in India which have the Ayushman cards created, highest Ayushman cards created, and the highest number of empaneled hospitals. That include number 1 पे यूपी है, wherein 5 crore Ayushman cards. So 34 crores में 5 crores यूपी के ही है. Madhya Pradesh 3.98 crores, Bihar 2.85. These are the top 3. When we look at the highest number of empaneled hospitals, that again is taken over by UP with 5,500 plus hospitals. After that it's Karnataka, and third is Gujarat. Okay. Now this is the data associated with Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which was making rounds in the news in the for the past few days, which we have highlighted, because of which this particular scheme was in news. Now when such news, when any scheme or any program is in news for whatever reason, so even if that scheme has been launched long back, it would be important for your examination. So this Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana was launched in Feb 2018. The implementing ministry is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and it is touted as the world's largest health insurance scheme, fully financed by the government. So here in terms of government, we mean to say it is central government plus state government, because the expenses are borne by both. The health benefit packages include offer a sum insured of rupees 5 lakh per family. That is, family can include wife, husband, kids, their parents. So it is per family. There is no tab on the upper limit number of family members, but again it should be reasonable. Unlike अभी recently काग का report आया था September 2023 में, so उसमें कई जगह पे there was lapses, okay, and one of those lapses is the family size. कई जगह पे the family package में the number of family members were more than 100. So you can understand the kind of lapses there that have happened. वो भी हम लोग discuss करेंगे, the most important points from that report. Okay, coming back to our health benefit packages, 5 lakhs per family for secondary and tertiary care. Okay, primary care, secondary care, tertiary care, quaternary care. Primary care क्या है? Basic illnesses like छोटा सा fever हो गया या cold हो गया, that doesn't require for the patient to be hospitalized. Okay, and कोई specialist care की भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. They all fall under primary health care, which can be provided with a regular doctor, okay, like MBBS doctor. Now secondary care, where they require some sort of specialist requirement, like your cardiologist or someone that is specialist doctors. And tertiary care is something along with the specialist doctors, they require high-end machinery as well, equipment as well, that is used as part of the treatment. So that secondary and tertiary care के लिए this particular scheme would be useful, not for the primary care. Please be very careful. It covers surgery, medical and daycare treatments, cost of medicines, diagnostics, that is tests, etc. All are covered under this scheme. See, primary care, small illnesses, injuries, acute medical problems, referrals, etc. Secondary, where they require specialist care with specific expertise in health issues like cardiologist हो गया, pulmonologist हो गया, जो nephrologist, जो specialized care. And tertiary, along with the specialist care, it requires highly specialized equipment and expertise as well. Okay, this particular photograph I have taken from Very Well Health करके एक site है, वहाँ से मैंने लिया, because they have mentioned it very beautifully, very easily. एक बार ये picture देख लिया, it will be registered in your mind. Quaternary care, it also on the same lines of tertiary, but even more specialized, and many a times quaternary का अलग से count नहीं करते, they consider it as part of the tertiary care only. So it means that also will be covered under this Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Implementing ministry to देख लिया है, but there should be some nodal agency that is running this, and that is done. That is implementing of the nodal agency is the National Health Authority. This has specifically been launched in 2018 as National Health Agency. Okay, main role of this is designing the strategy, building technological infrastructure and implementation of National Digital Health Mission for the National Digital Health Ecosystem. This we have already done yesterday. Abha cards, Ayushman Bharat Health cards, this we have seen, no? So the same thing that we are highlighting here, that is National Health Authority is the one that looks into planning, implementation, strategy, all related to the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It was actually started as the National Health Agency in 2018, but again in Jan 2019 itself, to give them more autonomous stature, the name has been, they have renamed it as the National Health Authority, giving an authoritarian powers. Okay. Now, this is the card that we were talking about, Ayushman cards. Okay. Now, national level pe to, we have seen that National Health Authority is the implementing of the nodal agency, but at state levels, state health agencies, which can be in the form of a society or a trust, have been set up by the respective state so as to implement this Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. And these SHAs have full operational autonomy over the implementation of the scheme in the state, including extending the coverage to non-socio-economic caste census beneficiaries. So how the beneficiaries of this scheme are identified? They are identified by using the latest socio-economic caste census data. वो latest कौन सा है हमारा 2011 का है. Okay, now based on this data only, the beneficiaries are recognized and they are provided or pushed to opt for this scheme. Okay, but sometimes अब 2011 में हुआ है तो अभी लेटेस्ट वाला तो नहीं हुआ है. सो बेस्ड ऑन द लेटेस्ट डाटा ऑल्सो, इफ देर आर एनी बेनिफिशियरीज हु आर नॉट अंडर or as part of the socio-economic caste census, but still they fall under the poorer category, they are also extended the facilities under PMJAY scheme, and all this work has been entrusted to the state health agencies. So NHA has given full fledged freedom to the state health agencies to recognize such beneficiaries who are not part of the latest set data. So it is a responsibility of state health agencies only. Now the funding part, 60-40 for all states and union territories with their own legislature, that is 60% from the central and 40 by the states. 90:10 in the northeastern states and the hilly states like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, and 100% central funding for union territories where there is no legislature. And one important point, yes, okay, this is yes, Saranya, it can be asked in the descriptive as well. Since the last 2 years we have been observing this, questions based on a solo scheme are being asked in the exam. So in the descriptive part you can expect these kind of questions as well. Hence I have been taking this individually, that is each and every scheme in a detailed manner, so that you can have all the information at one place. Okay. Hope Saranya was able to answer your query well, and this is the sample of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana card. Okay, moving on to our, now ये हो गया हमारा जो benefits है, how it is run and all that. Okay, but to avail this scheme, the people, the beneficiaries, they should enroll for the Ayushman Bharat cards. Until and unless they have the cards, they will not be able to avail the benefits under this scheme, right? Now what are those initiatives by the government that has been taken in order to increase the enrollments for the Ayushman Bharat cards? So the first thing, the National Health Authority, they have launched Ayushman app for Ayushman card creation, and this was done in September 2023, wherein the app has a unique feature of self-verification in simple 4 steps only to enable users to create Ayushman card using an Android mobile phone, rather than going to the nearest e-Seva centers or the health authorities. the person who wants to avail the benefits under this scheme or enroll themselves under this scheme for the Ayushman Bharat cards, they can use this app, Ayushman app. And in order to achieve the saturation of different health schemes, including Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. See, Ayushman app has been launched by NHA, very very important. Ayushman Bhav campaign, it was launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to achieve the saturation of different health schemes, including PMJAY. So it is nothing but a campaign which is a collaborative effort, and this is spearheaded by Gram Panchayats. Who is the forefront or the front leader in running the Ayushman Bhav campaign? It is the Gram Panchayats under the purview of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Please be very careful who and why and where it is being run. In coordination with the Department of Health, other government departments, local elected bodies in rural as well as urban areas. So it's not only in the rural areas but in urban areas also. Ayushman Bhav campaign was launched and run during the same time, that is in September 2023, with an objective to extend comprehensive healthcare coverage to every village and town, transcending geographical barriers and ensuring that no one is left behind, and all those who are eligible to get benefit under this scheme should be enrolled. And this all with a vision of creating healthy villages, healthy Gram Panchayats, along with achieving universal health coverage in the country. That is, each and every person, they should have access to proper health care. Now, when we talk about Ayushman Bhav campaign, it has, it was run with the help of or under three major components. And all of these components work is for the saturation as well as creating that environment where the beneficiaries would be able to opt for this scheme. And the first of that is the Ayushman Aapke Dwar 3.0. So earlier also they have run this, and as part of Ayushman Bhav campaign they have rerun this, that is 3.4 for the third time. This is to provide Ayushman cards to remaining eligible beneficiaries enrolled under PMJAY scheme, ensuring that more individuals have access to essential health services, that too at their door front. Ayushman Melas at the health wellness centers and the common health centers. It facilitates creation of ABHA IDs, that is Ayushman Bharat Health Account IDs, which we have already seen as part of the digitization campaign, and issuance of the Ayushman Bharat cards as well. Also offer early diagnosis, comprehensive primary healthcare services, teleconsultation with specialist and appropriate referrals. कई बार जब तक हम एक primary health center में नहीं जाते, the main cause of the disease or the issue would not be highlighted or would not be recognized. Okay, once that is done, referrals would be made for the secondary care. That too under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. That all should be done, for which again health camps were conducted so that the beneficiaries are forwarded for the referrals, through referrals to the hospitals. Ayushman Sabhas. Now these gatherings, Sabha itself we say it's a gathering of people, and these gathering in every village and panchayat, they have played a very pivotal role in distributing Ayushman cards and generating ABHA IDs, Ayushman Bharat Health Account IDs, and raising awareness about vital health schemes and disease conditions like non-communicable diseases, TB, that is Nikshay Mitras, this also we have done, sickle cell disease, blood donations, organ donation drives, all that can be done during these Ayushman Sabhas. So these are the three components of Ayushman Bhav campaign, through which saturation for various healthcare schemes was done by the government, along with or including Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Now, as I have said, Very recently, in September 2023, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India's performance audit report has been released associated with Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. And in that report, they have highlighted few irregularities that were happening, few at the system level, few at the ground level. So the ground level irregularities included treatment of the dead patients, that is those patients who were declared dead in the records, that किसी के ऊपर प्रधानमंत्री जो आयुष्मान कार्ड है, that in that they have declared that okay, this particular person is dead. Even after that, that card was being used to avail treatment under the scheme, and maximum number of such cases were highlighted from Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Jharkhand, and minimum of such cases were seen from Andaman Nicobar Islands, Assam, and Chandigarh. Second one such, where it's not systems failure, that came from the unrealistic households. मैंने तो 100 highlight किया था, it's actually more than 200. Single, that family card that was showing the family from ranging from 11 members to 201 members. Pensioners availing benefits. See, pensioners already pension ले रहे, तो they will not be able, those who are paying income tax, those who are getting pension, they will not be considered poor, so they will not be able to avail benefits under this particular scheme. But it seems that pensioners were found to possess PMJAY cards and were availing treatment under this scheme. Generally pensioners दो तरह के, जैसे कोई regulated कोई job से earlier, that they must have done, or they were part of pension आ रहा है तो part of some government job only. So already वहाँ central government health scheme तो है ही, then why again availing here? So that was lapse that CAG report has found. Bogus mobile number and Aadhaar. So here comes the compromised verification process. So here the process of verification, see, once they register themselves under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, after that there is a ground report, that is they visit the person's home and all that, and accordingly they verify everything. That was not done, it was compromised. And various other system failures were also noted. Like, and here one more thing is, when it has been also noticed that जो 14 digit जो ID होता है, that is Abha ID, and also the 10 digit this mobile number and all that, randomly they had put without noticing anything, मतलब कुछ भी जो मन में आता है. So that also was noticed, that bogus mobile numbers and Aadhaar numbers also, कुछ भी whatever that they felt, they have just entered that. System failures include private hospitals performing public hospital reserved procedures. See, there are few procedures that are exclusively should be conducted by the government hospitals only under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, and that were also being done by private hospitals. Infrastructural inadequacies, equipment shortages, medical malpractice cases, absence of adequate validation controls, which we have already seen, invalid names, unrealistic date of birth, duplicate PMJAY IDs, all these were the various system failures that the CAG performance audit report was highlighted, for which even the government has also replied where and why they went wrong and what are the measures that they are taking. But not much they have highlighted that. Okay, so this is all from my end under the Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, one of the most important flagship schemes, wherein we have seen why it was in news, the context behind me selecting this particular scheme for today's class. We have seen that when it was launched, why it was launched, what is the major objective of the scheme, how the beneficiaries are selected, and how exactly the or what exactly the kind of services that are provided to the beneficiaries. And what else we have seen? We have also seen the latest current affairs associated with this, the latest issuance of the Ayushman Bharat cards. Okay, so this is what we have discussed till now. Now let's see the answers to the homework questions that I have asked you yesterday. In an office memorandum dated March 28, 2024, the Department of Health and Family Welfare of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, they said that linking CG, that is Central Government Health Scheme beneficiary IDs, with Ayushman Bharat Health Account ID is mandatory. Now this ABHA ID is a 14-digit number. Central government health scheme is not applicable for the pensioners of the central government employees. No, it is not true. It is false. It is applicable for the pensioners as well. Okay, now today's question. Excuse me. Today's homework questions. World's largest health insurance scheme PMJAY, whether it's Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, Ayushman Bharat-Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana's nodal agency or the implementing agency. PMJAY benefits are applicable for the pensioners of the central government employees as well. Is it true or false? So thank you very much for being with me. I know it's a festival day, but still, since this is one of the important schemes and we are expecting notifications also in April, May, especially RBI. So I thought, why elections, so the festivals so hote, but we can't give much rest to our preparation. So with that notion, I have taken this today. Okay, so this is all done. Now the forum is open for your queries, questions, any suggestions, all are welcome. And please don't forget to like this session and share this session with your friends. Yes. Any queries, any questions? Okay, so no problem, no questions, it's okay. If you have any, you know where to reach out to me. And one important point, I'll send a message on the Telegram as well. See, I have been providing you with lots of news articles, news highlights, and these days I'm also providing, whenever I'm trying to create some content for other topics, whenever I come across any important topic that might help you for your examination, I'm going on creating short notes. Okay, that also from the articles only, from the news articles or from the PIB articles, etc. And I'll keep on uploading them on the Telegram. Please take only in a few minutes it will take, because I have already curated that. So you'll hardly take any time to go through that content. But please, I request you all to go through that content, because these content, these articles, these documents are from the syllabus of your regulatory bodies examinations only. I have picked topics from that only, so that will be really helpful for your exam preparation, not only for MCQs but also for your descriptive part as well. So don't think that ये तो कुछ भी upload हो रहा है, हमें तो सिर्फ session से मतलब है. No, please, once again I'm requesting you to go through them once. अगर उसमें कुछ भी doubt आता है तो you can directly reach out to me. Okay, but that would be really helpful for your exam preparation. Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.